Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome back to Michael in the Morning. Today is Wednesday, December 2nd, 2020, and this is your second stimulus check and second stimulus package update, as well as news report. We have a lot of big news to go over for Mitch McConnell, who proposed a new stimulus bill yesterday, and also another stimulus bill from a bipartisan group of lawmakers in the House and the Senate was also proposed yesterday as well. So we're going to go over exactly what is in these bills. But let's get right into the updates. The Washington Post reported yesterday on Tuesday that Mitch McConnell and Senate Republicans are circulating another slim stimulus relief package, and this is important because the 5-page outline from Mitch McConnell and the Senate Republicans could form the basis of negotiations from the GOP side in the next couple of weeks. The plan from Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell sharply diverged from the $908 billion bipartisan bill that was proposed earlier in the day that I'll go over later in the video. And according to the Post, Mitch McConnell's plan would contain no additional federal unemployment benefits. So no boosted unemployment benefits, no aid for state and local governments. However, it would include 1 month extension of pandemic unemployment assistance for gig economy workers, as well as state unemployment benefits, liability protections for small businesses, and $105 billion in education funding. The mission of federal unemployment benefits represents a stark reversal from Mitch McConnell, who has long been a strong supporter for $300 per week in unemployment benefits and boosted unemployment benefits. The plan also omits a key aspect, which is $1,200 one-time stimulus checks for all Americans. Most of the time, all Republicans and all Democrats, both sides, have been saying that we need to include a $1,200 stimulus check and unemployment benefits. However, this plan doesn't include either of them. McConnell said that there was no point in Congress passing legislation that Trump won't sign before he leaves office on January 20th, and that additional help for the economy was needed now, and he thinks this plan is best suited for President Trump to want to sign off and pass. He explained how waiting until next year is simply not an answer, and that his main focus is to accomplish as much as they can right now before the end of the year in the next 3 weeks. They're scheduled to go on a recess for the end of the year on December 21st. So he said until then, they're going to try and pass as much legislation as possible. Bottom line is, though, is that Mitch McConnell said at a press conference yesterday on Tuesday that they just don't have time to waste and they only have a couple of weeks left. He explained how obviously the next stimulus package does require bipartisan support to get out of Congress. They need to do something that both Democrats and Republicans will agree on, but it is also important not to forget that it requires the final signature from the president. The problem is, though, that Mitch McConnell's plan is unlikely to gain much support from Democrats, who have already trashed the proposal as woefully insufficient to assist American people and companies struggling in the pandemic. Senator Ron Wyden of Oregon came out and responded to Mitch McConnell's plan and wrote on Twitter that this is an insult to millions of workers and businesses that are losing their livelihoods because of the crisis, and how this proposal doesn't come close to giving Americans the help that they desperately need right now to stay afloat. So a lot of people were not happy with Mitch McConnell's plan, especially because it didn't include direct stimulus checks or unemployment benefits. However, on top of this plan, a bipartisan group of lawmakers in the House and the Senate also came out yesterday and proposed a $908 billion stimulus proposal yesterday on Tuesday in an effort to break a months-long impasse that now is threatening to tip the economy back into a recession and see it contract. Neither Republicans nor Democratic leaders have signed on to this plan so far, leaving it facing the same long odds as the bipartisan House proposal that failed before Election Day. The $908 billion stimulus bill that was released yesterday on Tuesday by this bipartisan group includes $288 billion in small business aid, such as the Paycheck Protection Program, $160 billion in state and local government relief, $180 billion to fund the $300 per week boosted unemployment benefits, and these would be through March of 2021. It would also put $16 billion into vaccine distribution, testing, and tracing, funnel $82 billion into education, and put $45 billion into transportation. It would allocate funds for rental assistance, childhood care, and broadband as well. So there was much more support behind this bill than Mitch McConnell's bill because it did include unemployment benefits, state and local government funding, and a number of key aspects as well. Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, who have been the two main negotiators on the stimulus package, were scheduled to talk by telephone later in the day about the bill, but Senate Majority Leader actually shot it down and rejected the proposal outright. McConnell told reporters that they just don't have time to waste on the roughly $908 billion bipartisan bill. And he said a must-pass spending bill and pandemic relief provisions will likely come in one package because Congress needs to approve the government spending bill legislation by December 11th to avoid a government shutdown. So he says what he thinks will happen is there'll be stimulus included in the government relief bill that they will be talking about in the next about week and a half so they can get it signed before December 11th. So anyways, that's what's going on with the second stimulus check and second stimulus package as of Wednesday, December 2nd. A couple new bills that were proposed by Bipartisan group and from Mitch McConnell. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget you can get 4 free stocks valued up to $1,600 each when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.